Imagine a very familiar evening. You've just finished a long day. Work was stressful. Messages are still waiting to be answered. Dozens of decisions have already been made since morning. You walk into the kitchen. You open the refrigerator. In your mind, you clearly know you should eat something healthy, but then you see a box of cake or a bag of snacks, and a few minutes later, you're sitting on the sofa, half the bag already gone. This doesn't happen because you lack discipline. It happens because your brain is tired. After a long day of making decisions, your brain wants the easiest option, not the best one. Most advice about eating sounds the same. Control yourself. Be consistent. Be stronger in the face of temptation. But the problem is, willpower is not an unlimited resource. It's more like a phone battery. Every decision you make during the day drains a little bit of that energy. You decide what to wear, what to eat, which emails to reply to, which problems to solve. By the evening, the battery is almost empty. And that's when junk food wins. Not because you are weak, but because the system is working against you. One day, I tried something very simple. Not a new diet, not a workout plan. Just one small change. I changed what existed in my kitchen. I opened every cabinet, every shelf, every corner of the refrigerator, and I realized something quite funny. My kitchen was full of things that made healthy eating difficult. Snacks, cookies, soda, ice cream, and a frozen pizza that I always said was for emergencies. I set one extremely simple rule. If it's junk food, it doesn't belong in the house. Not limiting it, not eating less of it, just not letting it exist there. That day I cleared out the entire kitchen. When I finished, my refrigerator looked almost empty. But then I started filling it again, this time with different things. Fruit, yogurt, eggs, vegetables, chicken, nuts, foods that are easy to grab and eat right away. No thinking required. The first few days were quite interesting. One evening, I opened the refrigerator. Out of habit, I started looking for something tasty, but there was nothing. No snacks, no cookies, no soda, just fruit and yogurt. I stood there for a few minutes, a little annoyed. In the end, I grabbed an apple. Not because I especially love apples, but because it was the only thing there. After about a week, something strange happened. I no longer stood in the kitchen thinking, what should I eat? I simply opened the refrigerator and ate what was already there. My brain didn't need to make a decision anymore. It just ran on autopilot. Like brushing your teeth every morning. You don't need motivation. You just do it. By the third week, I went to a friend's house. There was pizza on the table, snacks, cake. I ate some pizza, and that was completely normal. The important part was when I got home. My refrigerator was still the same as before. No junk food, no fast food. And because of that, the next day, everything went back to normal. No spiral, no making up for it. Just one meal in one day. After a month, I realized something. In the past, whenever I tried to eat healthy, I always had to fight with myself. Every day felt like a battle. This time it was different. I didn't fight temptation because the temptation wasn't there. My kitchen had already done the hardest part. After 30 days, the changes were quite noticeable. I had more energy. I felt less tired in the afternoon. I slept better. And I also lost a few kilograms. But the biggest change wasn't my weight. It was that I stopped thinking about food all day long. Most people think that eating healthy requires a lot of discipline. But sometimes, the easiest way is not to try harder. It's to design a better environment. When healthy choices are the easiest choices, you no longer have to fight yourself. You simply live. And your body naturally moves in the right direction.